Hi, this lesson is part 2 of waist hooping. So now that we've gone over part 1 and we practiced that, let's move on to actually keeping that hoop going around our waist. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we're standing with our feet about shoulder width apart. Our knees are nice and straight. Our legs are nice and strong. Bum is tucked under, shoulders back. We're standing nice and tall. Okay, so in order to keep this hoop moving, we're going to have to push it back and forth as it goes around. So the movement is a back and forth pushing, okay? The movement is not going to be oval. It's going to be a straight back and forth. So as the hoop hits your belly, you're going to push it and it's going to go back, and it's going to hit your back and you're going to push it forward. Maybe even practice this motion, just this back and forth. And don't bend your knees. Don't let your legs go really wide and start bending your knees because the hoop will fall. So we really have to just practice. This is the movement that we're going to be doing. All right. So let's get started. Let's rest the hoop on the small of our back. I'm going to hoop to the right, so I'm using my left hand, and I am going to push the hoop into my belly. As soon as the hoop hits my belly, I'm going to push it off with my belly, and then as soon as it hits my back, I will push it. So actually what you're doing is when you're pushing it, it's making it go around. When you're pushing it, it's making it come back around. So let's try that. All right, ready? So we're going to wind up, and if you're comfortable with hooping in the opposite direction, just wind up in the opposite direction. All right, so we're going to push it right into our belly and start pushing it back and forth, back and forth. Back and forth, back and forth. Okay. Now if the hoop is dropping or wants to drop, just let it go. Just let it drop, pick it up, and start again. Because if you a lot of times people they'll like bend their knees and they'll be doing this trying to save the hoop, and it's not going to work. It's just going to fall quicker. So just let it drop, pick it up, and start over. So some little tips that I want to share with you is that when we're hooping, with waist hooping, it's a timing thing. So your body and your mind starts to like meld together with the timing. So you're going to start feeling it in your belly, and your mind's going to know to, push it. So another thing that helps sometimes if you have fairly good balance is you can close your eyes when you do this. And that way you're not distracted by other things, and your mind and your body are just working together, feeling that hoop going around and when to push it off and when to push it from the back to the front. So now that we've hooped in one direction, I want you to practice doing it in the other direction. I want you to do this even if you didn't master it in the one direction. Always do it in both directions. It's good for your body. You might discover the other direction is your dominant direction. Just keep practicing. Don't practice for too long doing this if you've never hooped before. Like maybe 5 minutes at a time, if even. And then you can work yourself up to more time. And have fun and happy hooping.